Seeds are beginning to crack, and I think it's time we did some learning. Knowledge is power, and the more I know, the better equipped I will be to grow avocado trees and eventually have those trees grow avocados. A couple of the seeds have developed cracks, and that got me thinking, what's actually going on in there to make that happen? So I jumped down a bit of a rabbit hole, and I have learnt about the structure of an avocado seed. Let's do some learning. First of all, seeds are the offspring of the plant kingdom. They're like babies or eggs. They require the pollination of flowers and the moving of genetic material around. Then they often develop inside some kind of fruit which will protect the seeds until the time is right and the seeds are ready. But seeds have the neat trick of being able to wait until the conditions are perfect before they begin to grow. They remain in a kind of suspended animation before the conditions are just right for them to spring into life. Germination is the term for this springing into life, and seeds need it to be just right with the right temperature, access to water, oxygen, and sometimes light. What actually happens inside the seed? Let's find out. When we get an avocado seed, we will see a dark brown skin. This is the seed coat. When it goes brown, it is an indicator that the seed is mature and ready. It will eventually fall off by itself. At the bottom of the seed, we have the hilum, which is scar tissue from when the seed was once attached to the fruit. And we have the micropyle, which is a small pore where nutrients would have been fed to the seed in its development. Then we have a thick cream-coloured part called the endosperm. Avocado seeds have a very large endosperm. This is the food stores for the seed and is what it will feed off to begin growing before it develops leaves and the ability to photosynthesize. If we venture deeper inside the avocado seed, we will find the embryo. The top part of the embryo is the plumule, which will turn into the stem. The bottom is the radicle, which will turn into the roots. On either side of the embryo is the cotyledons, which is essentially more food storage. Once the conditions are right, the seed will absorb water, which will then trigger the embryo to expand, causing the seed to crack. The radicle will grow into roots, which will then provide the seed water. Then the plumule will begin to spring upwards and the stem will grow. We can see some of these structures in the seed named this here. As you can see, the seed has already soaked up water and the growth has begun. We can see the seed case beginning to peel away, and we can see the endosperm underneath. Inside of the crack, we can see the embryo and the cotyledons. The radicle has begun to grow, and it won't be long before the plumule begins to spring upward. Here's an avocado which is in my classroom. It's a few months old on the seeds on my ledge and has developed a stem, leaves, and roots out of the embryo. That's what we have to look forward to with these seeds. And there we have the structure of an avocado seed. I had a fascinating time learning about these things, and I hope you did too. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, and if you'd like to see more of my videos, please subscribe to Scott Grows an Avocado Tree, where I am endeavouring to grow an avocado tree from seed and document the process. Thanks very much for watching, and I will see you next time.
Scott grows an avocado tree. Scott grows an avocado tree. Scott grows an avocado tree. Scott grows an avocado tree.